come into an awareness of Krishna, a pose that's often represented as Krishna playing the flute. But we're going to take it through a little bit of a tree, a little bit of a balance to get there. And perhaps you might go, focus on the mind. So finding that left foot, placing the foot down, rocking into the ball of the foot, and then rocking back onto the heel, lifting the sole of the foot. Then rocking back in so we get all the touch points. Then the toes set down. Give a bend into this left leg. Then when we're finding that next breath, reaching in through that energy to bring up this right knee. The shin is maybe parallel with the wall, the thigh parallel with the earth. And then opening up so we have this action of a little bit of a tree branch hanging here. Notice your drishti, stay with the breath. Notice the touch points moving in the foot. We're going to bring this right leg back and then place that right foot over to the side of the left. Now you might feel really comfortable and feel a little bit of shifting action with the toes coming down. I'm going to bring the hands to the waist and hug the right hip, balance back into left, and then noticing this foot, bend both knees and see if that right foot can float down. Does it have to? Nope. You can come and experience how this might feel on this left side, right side, where you're feeling that little bit of a cross. Then I'm going to ask us to bring weight back into that standing left leg by lifting that right heel. Once we lift that right heel, that right knee is going to come back up. Maybe it comes up a little higher. So we've lifted that knee even higher than the hip. Then taking this right knee off to the side, rebend your standing leg. We're going to release that right knee down towards the earth, sweep the right foot off to the left, and place the foot and the ball of the foot at a bit of a distance. Hands are still here on the waist. Then we can go, how does it feel to place that heel down? Be kind. Maybe it feels much better to be up a little. The left knee is still pointing forward in the same direction of the toes. And we find this little bit of a twist action here. So I'm asking us to go not only into a twist, but into a side bend. We're going to release our hands, take the reach, take it all the way up. Taking that left hand to the right wrist, give yourself some stretch, like you're lifting and stretching through this right arm, and then there's the side bend. Now, as you're here, maybe the right shoulder rolls back a little bit. Find the breath. And we're going to release that. We're going to release it on down. As the hands float down, coming back, since this right hip is scooched back, we sweep it forward, which is where many of us will go ho on the balance. So find your abdominal muscles and your drishti. Lift up that back right heel so the toe gets light. And then feel yourself kind of bring that right hip forward. Nice. Then place the right toes again. Here's the flute. Here is Krishna. There, we're playing our flute like that man in the car. Okay, we're gonna release the flute, bring up that right knee, and set it down. Yeah, so when Krishna plays the flute, I mentioned everybody comes. So what are those things that you kind of lose yourself in that brings you joy? Yeah. Let's bring that right foot into its awareness. Again, find the corners of the feet, often the mound of the big toe, little toe, inner heel, outer heel. And we might shift forward on it and shift back. And then we'll shift forward on it, and here we're going to lift up this left leg. And I'm asking in our practice today just to have it parallel. Not too high yet, just letting it be in a nice, comfortable space. And that in and of itself is building pressure. So we've got action of the hip flexors contracting. And here's that little branch of our tree kind of floating off. Now, core is where all the happening is happening. Happenings? Yeah, right here. So we're finding that little bend. We're going to sweep that knee off, back into center, and take that foot off to the side, finding the toes touching down. And then maybe we start to lengthen that leg a little bit, trying to bring the heel down, and we feel the movement and shifting of balance and energy. And you might feel the outer hips. Awesome. I'll bring my hands to the waist. We're going to come back. We're going to bring a little bend into that left knee first to lift the heel. Then up comes this left knee. You might bring it up a little higher now. And then here we go. We're going to release it. Maybe open it to the side a little bit. Bend the standing leg. Sweep this knee back. And take this left foot off to the right. Boom. Placing the ball of the foot. And then shifting weight onto that heel that allows the front body to open. Nice. We're going to sweep those arms. This time it's the right hand to the left wrist. Up it goes with a beautiful stretch. And there's the side body. We might feel as though the right hip can come back, even the right shoulder, left shoulder. And stretching it. And this is a really great pose. Let's come on back up into center. Inhale. Release our hands because it stretches those muscles that we use, but we don't often use them in that space. So it's really kind of nice. Let's go ahead and lift up the back heel. Bend that standing right knee. Come a little lighter in the toes. I'm taking it nice and slow. We're going to sweep that left hip forward as we bring up this right knee. Awesome. We're going to place that foot over and play our flute. So a moment ago, here's my flute playing. Awesome. We're going to release our Krishna flute, bringing in that lift and setting the foot down. Feel good. Feel good.